gotta produce. Before we started producing our advanced portfolio, it was important that we did some primary and secondary research. To apply Goodwin's theory, our video must clearly show our chosen genre's characteristics. So our first step was to find out what the characteristics of the subgenre indie folk / pop were. We looked at artists such as Lissy, which is our chosen artist for our song. We also looked at Mumford & Sons and Gabrielle Aplin, which all have very similar characteristics. It was clear that the conventions of these genres were both focused on live performance and narrative quite equally. The narrative is usually about a relationship or love story, and the pace and content of the visuals build up with the music. They also have quite an earthy tone and natural locations. We decided to represent our female star in a way that doesn't sexualise or objectify her in order to sell the product. This is something we notice within the genres, as it is more about the music and the meaning behind the lyrics rather than the star, the image of the star. A theorist that we looked at was Laura Mulvey, and she talks about the male gaze and how it says that women are there for men to look at, which is not what we wanted. Goodwin also says that there must be a connection between the visuals, lyrics and music, which is essential for this genre. This is clear in our video, as we have a section where our star is alone with our love interest, and the lyrics of our song are When I'm Alone With You.
Our main product and our ancillary tags have a coherent theme throughout. This is shown by the continuity of the same style in both Digipack and Poster, which allows the audience to make a clear link between products as well as the same star and locations in the video and print products. The colour scheme in both print products evidently shows a correlation between both, due to the visual style of the sunflowers, which are edited in a recognisable manner. We researched Digipacks from our chosen genre, which was common to see the star as the main focus and naturalistic locations on the front cover and other pages have a connection to the colour scheme and locations. We also stuck to the 2 font rule for our titles and subtext. This is important for a neat and professional look. To help us understand the importance of consistent theme, we looked at Rihanna's promo pack for her album Loud. It is highly recognisable through the hazy dreamlike effects and the pinky tone. The locations used in the Digipack and Poster are also in her hit song Only Girl in the World, where she introduced her iconic red hair. This helps the audience recognise her products.
After completing our music video and our print products, we gathered an audience which we felt would be our target audience and sat them down to watch our video and gave them our print products to have a look at as a whole. After they watched the video and had a look, we sat them down individually and asked them 4 questions so that they could give their own response to what they thought how successful our product was as a whole, and this was their response.
The use of technology first became useful when doing research. We were able to do secondary research into our chosen genre and look at the way stars and their music is promoted. We used the DSLR camera to shoot our video. On our first shoot we didn't use a tripod because we wanted a lot of close-up shots and visual detail which was essential for a clear narrative in our video. We also felt that handheld camera angles created much more unusual shots, therefore creating a more interesting and varied video. We did later use a tripod for our studio and house shoots as they were wide shots that needed to be steady. We edited all of our footage on Adobe Premiere and then exported it so we could put it on YouTube and then embed it onto our blog. We used a Steel's camera to get photos for our print products, and then we used Photoshop to help us edit the photos and use effects that we wanted which were fairly detailed. We used Adobe Audition to capture our soundtrack so that we can import it onto Adobe Premiere for editing. We got our barcode and logos of Google and then edited them onto the print products via Photoshop to give them a more professional look.